Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Partnership, to the ministry, not Partnership of Greatness. I'm already thinking of my wife being with me in the studio, but this is the ministry. I'm your host, Pastor Chluba, and in the studio, again, I have a brother, a friend, Dr. REDA. Dr. REDA and I believe that Zambia has potential to go to higher levels. And so, welcome to the program, Dr. REDA.
Thanks once again. Thanks so much.
How have you been? I know that you've been loaded. What time do you knock off in your farm?
Evening. Evening, yes. But those last period we have done a lot of work. We have harvested the soybeans. We have plowed and made the land preparation for the wheat plantation. We have also planted our potatoes, Irish potatoes, and now it is growing. Yeah, it's almost like 33 days now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dear Cabinet TV viewers, wherever you are watching us from, please inform your friends that Pastor Chluba and Dr. REDA are on Set the Ministry. The ministry is a program that brings professionals here. If you are an engineer and if you are a doctor, you can come here. The ministry simply means the assignment. What assignment has God given you to do? So don't confuse the word ministry and you think it's just preaching. If it's just preaching, I could have had an imam here. But Dr. REDA is not an imam.
No.
He's just a congregant. So we are here specifically to look at the things that God is doing in this nation. Also, please allow me to thank Jehovah for the fact that He has spared my life. Thank God for my dear wife and my family that really took care of me. By the special grace of God, Dr. REDA, you didn't even know.
No, unfortunately.
Monday, I just went into some condition which was so bad.
Sorry for that.
And I thank God for all the people that have been praying for us, the people that knew and lifted us before God. I'm so grateful.
Thank you so much, and sorry for not asking about you that last period, because I was very much busy, but I supposed to ask. I apologize, and welcome back.
I'm telling you, that's a good welcome.
You still have a lot to do.
It was almost saying bye-bye at that point, but Jehovah has been so good, and I'm so grateful. And my wife has always been saying, remember, you are not 40. You should take time to rest. And fatigue also, I think, caught up with me. But Jehovah is good. Now, those of you that are joining us for the first time, my wife and I, together with Dr. REDA, and those that are given to Zambia, we believe that we can end poverty in Zambia. And the mind always will say, how? Okay, I know that the poor will always be with us, but not where the majority of the people in Zambia are poor and few are the ones enjoying. That ratio should not be like that. We should, I believe, that we can eradicate poverty. So there is poverty eradication network. We are making a network in Zambia, and I want you to know, Dr. REDA, there are people that have joined us together with Team Zambia, you remember?
Yes, I do.
Team Zambia, those who have attended our conferences, and we have said that when we come together, we can change the history of this nation. And is there anything, Dr. REDA, in this world that can compare with food security?
Of course, no. And like you have mentioned right now, that together we can make it. Either with Team Zambia or our brothers and sisters that has recently joined the PIN.
The PIN, yeah.
Yes, and very soon, I'm sure, serious steps will be on the ground, and together, but we need to have the willing and the mindset that makes us believe that we can change Zambia to the better, and we can develop Zambia. We can reach our goals and targets very easily and with a very economic way. Everything is in our hand, and for those our friends that they think it is difficult, it is not difficult at all. And like we were saying always, that if you need to ask a question, feel free to ask, especially the technical questions. That's why we are here. We don't want to repeat what we were saying every time, but repeating also can give an added value, because some people didn't watch and some people still not believing. So convincing them, it needs some time, yes, it needs to give them some time to think, but also to show them on the ground that what we are talking about here can be done, and it is easy. So like you remember the comment say that I always say, if you see someone is telling you that he saw the elephant climb the tree, so we need to do that. We need to do that. We need to show, okay, this is the elephant and this is the tree, and let's make it together. Let's see. Prove for us that you are serious, and prove for us that you want to work, you are willing to work, you are willing to change yourself first, your family, your relatives, and your community. Ladies also, we also take care about the ladies, because ladies form like more than 50% of any community, and most of the workload is on their shoulders at the end. But for us, we need to take care about the new generation, the youth, the ladies, women, NGOs, even elders, of course. We will not neglect them, because they are the ones that are giving us the experience also. We would like to achieve the targets that we have decided together last time, and the vision that we are drawing here. But I do believe that one alone cannot do anything.
Absolutely.
So meaning we need to come together to do what we are looking for. Yes.
Something that we need to let the people know, Dr. REDA, is that certain things look impossible. But I like what somebody has said. If you can conceive it, you can actualize it. If you can conceive it, you can actualize it. When I look at the people out there saying I have no money, I have no this and that, it doesn't give me joy, actually. I would rather somebody fail trying than failing without trying.
Exactly.
In this nation, there is a lot of potential. And people can make money without using money. Am I right or wrong?
You are 100% right. Last time I do remember that we have offered here some solutions some non-traditional solutions for those who believe that in order to make a business, in order to get income or something like that, they need to have a big capital, or to have a big land, for example, hundreds of hectares, like the rich people by inheritance. No, you can always start with a small land, a small piece of land, or even without land, it doesn't matter. You can start with a very little capital if you have. If you don't have, also you can still we can still support you with some solutions that can make you start. All what you need is to start. But once you started, I can tell you, I can assure you, I can guarantee you that you will never stop.
I want to say to the viewers from the onset, while we sit here with Dr. Reda, we have planned to visit about 3 farms this coming week, not this coming, after the 10th.
After the 10th, yes.
Dr. Reda is so hooked up in his work. So after the 10th, which is Monday the 14th, Monday the 12th of this month, we intend to visit between the 12th and the 17th. We intend to visit 3 farms, so that those of you that are sending your text messages can actually send your text messages right now. And if you are within Lusaka, how we wished we can start with Mukushi, we can start with Serenje or Livingstone or Shangombo, but we have to start right here in Lusaka for logistic purposes. Also, you heard that my wife and I are planting about 7 million avocado trees. That commitment, we want to distribute all those plants to our mothers, to our fathers, our uncles, those people in the villages, and teach them the importance of having avocado trees, mango trees, which is common, but we'll come to it because the plants, I can't disclose them here. If only we can have people that are committed, we'll be so grateful. The other thing, Doctor, somebody just spoke to me, they sent on this phone that he's in Choma, I think in Choma. When he heard us talk about this, he has planted 60 trees. 60 avocados.
Seedling, yes.
60 seedlings.
Yeah.
He said, Pastor, please include me on PEN, P-E-N, Poverty Eradication Network. He has planted 60, and another one, I think, in Mazabuka, or one of the towns in southern province, he has planted 50. And another one in Chingola and Solwezi, they've planted 20 each. So I agree with you when you say if Zambians are serious, we can plant more than 10.
70 million, that's it. Because you were saying 7, 70, I said 70, and it can be more. And it is not impossible. In fact, let me first of all to thank you for the offer that you have. Now we are coming on the ground. We are gonna to start with those visits now, and during these visits, once we will be there with our parents or the community that we are gonna to visit, especially around the farms, the locations that we will be there. Of course, we will show you practically how to plant the seedling in a good way, and what can you do in order to take care of your seedling, in order to make it bearing fruit fast, to reduce the time for the seedling to give you the fruits instead of 7 years, so that the people are saying, or the books are saying, we can make it even 3 to 4. And also, what can you add as a fertilizer for those seedling, or for your trees, or for your orchard? And also, we will plant together those seedling over there, and of course we will be available to answer any type of questions, not only for avocado, but whatever crop you want to ask about. That's why we will be there on the ground to answer and to directly contact with those members of our network, so that we can give them the knowledge or the information they need. I'm not saying that we are very much knowledgeable or what, but I like so much to say that we will share the information, because for sure themselves also they have information, and we will share the information together. Yeah, so that we can achieve the target fast.
Next week, Dr. Reda, in our visiting these places, once my wife and I look at the calendar, we'll have to tell the people of Mukushi, because somebody graciously, who is a CamNet viewer, I can't disclose the names and the place now. We've been invited in Mukushi, and the venue is so big that we are going to address the farmers and those Zambians who live in Kapiri, Mukushi. I'm sure, I don't know what is the next town, which is a ranger, of course, and Mpika. They can still come to Mukushi, but we'll make it in time for them to prepare themselves.
Exactly.
We are going to give them space as we advertise and tell them where we are going to meet. So Mukushi, get ready. Dr. Reda, myself, my wife and team will tell you we'll be getting ready to visit Mukushi for the first time in this program. And once we come, those of you that can make it, please come and hear. And we are so grateful. Now, let's go back to, I don't know whether my director is ready with some of the photographs. There are some the photos that we took for Dr. Reda with avocados.
Oh, this is the soybean. You see, I was very much busy harvesting the soybean. You see, this is the avocado tree.
This is the avocado.
This is a reservoir for water. Mango seedling, if you can see.
Those,
like I was saying, yeah, it's very easy to produce, to be rich, to be millionaire fast with the seedling. Grafted mango seedling.
Oh, grafted mango
seedling, yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I was saying last time, it's very easy to become a rich man without being an owner for 5 hectares even. It's enough to have 1 lemon. Then you can start your small nursery or nursery where you can specialize in
Mr. Director.
Where you can specialize on one crop or 2 or 3 and start producing the seedling. And out of those seedling, for sure, like you will take like 3 months, 4 months maximum. Then you will start to sell your seedling. We were calculating last time how much the money that you can gain from one seedling. We said, let's say if you will sell it with 70 kwacha, so meaning if you have 1,000, so it's 70,000. Very simple. One lima can take more than this, of course, and you can make many cycles, growing cycles. So, meaning once you will start, you will not stop getting money. And the cost for the nursery is not much because at the end it is like you can say all in all, including energy, security, water, and if, you know, and also this materials, plastics and fertilizer, insecticide or whatever, it will be one third of the cost. The cost will be like one third of the income, meaning you will have at least 2/3 of the income as a net profit. So meaning you are achieving your target fast, and then from that point, I don't want to start putting plans, but if it was me who will start this small nursery, I'm thinking for myself now. So then from that I will for sure buy land, and after that I will start planting my orchard. In my orchard I will put also my processing plant, whatever I wanted to do, so I can just close the chain and make everything, so I can add more value to what I am doing. It's a simple dream, but it is very easy to be achieved. I can start always to dream, but please don't dream too much and not work. Because yes, you can dream. Immediately you have your dream, now start to put a plan. When you start to put a plan, start to find where the first step can be. Then take the first step. Once you get the first step, I can assure you that you will reach your destination very fast.
One of the things, Dr. Reda, that we have to start right away is to donate some of the plants that my wife and I have planted. And here is something that I want the people of Zambia to understand. When we say poverty eradication, it is so simple. Some people call me Mr. Calculator, some people they call me whatever names, but I like being real and down to earth. Dr. Reda, a fully grown tree. I give an example of my sister's tree at just here in Chalala, Judy, our sister, just outside the yard. There's that wonderful avocado tree. It produces over 1,000 fruits, and they are so nice and big, right? If it can produce more than 1,000, I don't want to go to 1,200 because it has that capacity and it hasn't grown fully. It's still growing. So if I can take 800, is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, it's fair because you know the number of fruits per tree depend on some factors. One is the size of the tree.
Yeah.
And of course, the type of varieties that are in this area, and the quality of the pollination that happen. You know, many factors. But at the end, the minimum that you can go for 700, 800. This can be for the average. If we are.
I'm going to take the average of that, putting together and seeing those of you who have got avocados, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to take 800 fruits. You, me, my wife, our team, the CAMNET team, we're going to visit at least 10 poverty-stricken families in Lusaka West.
Okay.
And teach them how they can become rich. Let them just give it 5 years from now. I know they've been sitting there wanting who is going to take my children to school. We'll donate everything. We'll teach them. They are going to enter into our data system, poverty eradication network member. But if we're going to donate 3 trees per family. We're going to donate and tell them 800 Dr. REDA times 3, it gives them 2,500 fruits. If they can't sell it in Lusaka West, and we said average, I'm not working on the maximum. If they can't sell these avocados in Lusaka West, or somebody can't buy it for now, let them know that they can just find a small vehicle and bring the fruits to Soweto. If you do this times just 8 kwacha, Dr. REDA, it is 19,200 kwacha, which a family will be able to get. If you divide this 19,200 kwacha per 12 months, you are giving the family, household, 1,600 kwacha as a salary. How many people who don't have employment, who are looking to go to ZRA to apply, to go to this? If we said that each household just plants 6 of these, you just say times 2, it gives you 3,500 kwacha, 3,200 kwacha per month. Now, of course, times 12, it is 38,000 kwacha. I do not understand, Dr. REDA. This is very practical. It's doable. It just takes commitment. It is not political. It has nothing to do with witchcraft or magic. It's just simple. So those families we are going to donate these trees to, and they are not the only ones, because of the 7 million, Dr. REDA, I want, by God's grace, that Zambians, everyone, the poor, and those that can have mercy, they plant 50 trees like somebody in Choma and Mazabuka. Someone plants 100 to say we are going to donate to the poor of Zambia. I want you to know that 10 years from now, Dr. REDA, this program, we can produce millionaires.
It's true, but from the other hand, I don't want to miss this other issue, which is, yes, we are talking about the fresh consumption.
Mm-hmm.
What you have calculated is the fresh consumption, but we may, as I can see,
value added.
yes, we may see that in the future, if all of Zambians now are producing avocado, for example, and they wanted to sell their fruits as a fresh fruit.
Mm-hmm.
We have to see the market demand, the local market demand. So in this case, we have considered this point also, because we may end with, if you have a lot of fruits, for example, or production, the price for sure will come down. So to correct with your calculations,
Mm-hmm.
what we have already considered from now, that we are not only looking for a fresh consumption, but also for processing. Means what? Means the value of the fruits will remain the same, as we have found this processing solution. Some will be fresh consumption, will be used as a fresh consumption fruits, no problem. But the others will be processed to have the oil. And if you do remember those, it was like 10 products or something or more, 20 products that can come out of the avocado fruits. Yeah. Either oil or what, this other products that can be made from the avocado fruits. Meaning the value of the fruits will be even more than what you have mentioned.
Yeah.
And it will not come down, because once we go with GAP, Good Agricultural Practices, which is needed when you want to export your product, or if we will go with that concept also to produce the avocado as organic, which also will give us the opportunity to export our product. And let me just mention that if you export organic product, it has different prices. It is not the same price that you have mentioned. If you are saying 7 kwacha or
8 kwacha.
No. The organic product, it has the advantage of what's so called the premium prices. Means you can double by 5. Especially when it is produced organically and when you export. So the quality standard that is needed for our fruits to be exported, we will. It is already considered also in our vision and in our program. Meaning, we are guiding you. We are taking you step by step in order to make you professional. We are talking to those people. Our talk is going to those people who doesn't have more information, but those who are already professional in producing the avocado, we encourage them to continue, but also we are asking them to come and contribute and share with us, so that all together, you remember your first word, together, Zambians, together, to come together to produce a lot of avocado fruits.
Absolutely.
High quality avocado fruits to meet the international quality standard and the certification that is needed as organic or as integrated pest management or this ISO. You know, there are a lot of or GAP, all those quality standards, international quality standards that we are looking to meet them. For sure, they will give us the chance and the window to export our products and to get more prices. Before, we also have to give the local market the needs for the demand that is needed. So we can cover the local market. We can will not cover, of course, the international market, because the international market demand is very high, especially for avocado.
Even here, Dr. REDA, I'll tell you after this program, but just one country here in the region, we had an opportunity of speaking to some of these people who said, Pastor, can you as a team give us 40-foot containers? Can you provide 50 containers per month? That is just one country. I will tell you the name after this program. 50 containers per month. Now, even Dr. REDA, even if you are the 12,000 hectare farm, you can't satisfy that demand. And so, when our parents in the villages, just here, Lusaka West, Lusaka East, these our people, as we are going to embark on this program to teach them, Dr. REDA, some of it will be good for eating, some of it will be good for selling raw as it is, some of it is for export purposes. So, even here locally, we cannot satisfy the demand. But I will be too grateful to the Lord, as you said, if Zambians we come together and deliberately, just without outdoing each other, just saying, let's plant, according to your prediction, let's plant 70 million trees.
In this year.
You allow me to get the calculator.
Okay.
70 million, Dr. REDA.
By the end of this year, we are looking for.
We can do that. Like somebody has said in Mazabuka, And you see those things we have put there, and you have also started, right?
Yeah.
I know you have some.
Yeah, I have, of course,
But
I don't stop, I talk and I walk.
this is what we are saying. Now, if we can do 70 million trees times 800 fruits, the one we said, this is the minimum. It will give us 56 billion fruits, Dr. Reda. Even if we are selling $1, those fruits in the neighboring or anywhere, we are selling $1, we will still earn $56 billion as a nation.
More than the copper, huh? I don't think you can get this money from the copper. But what I can say also in this aspects here, that if, and when I say if, please don't think that I still dreaming. No, we already started to work in this. So this will give us also the opportunity to dig more in the avocado. What I mean by digging more, every fruit species it has a lot of challenges and problems.
Mm-hmm.
If we come, for example, for avocado, the propagation of avocado, the root stocks of avocado, the virus-free seedling of avocado, or let's say the certified seedling of avocado, and the fruit tree management or the tree management, the irrigation of avocado, the pest control of avocado, the organic techniques to produce avocado, the pruning, training, and the pruning system of the avocado tree, the plant spacing of avocado, the diversifying or the varieties of avocado, the intercropping that can be produced in the first 3-4 years between the avocado trees, so that we can guarantee that we will have income from the first 3 months. It's a holistic approach. The processing, the empowerment that can, how many jobs can be created in when we start this vision that we are going through now. The strengthening of the linkage between the children, the new generation, the youth, the Zambians and the land, which is very important to feel that this land that we live on here, it feeds us, it gives us money, it gives us the linkage, it gives us everything in general. So what I wanted to say in short that we need to just please try to change our mindset to be positive, that we can make it, and we can make it.
Dr. Reda, I'll go back to where Bishop John Mambo is in Rufunsa. We call it the UN, and graciously, through our mother there, we were blessed with a piece of land. And the Rufunsa is mountainous. And when you look from the natural, you say, what can I grow? I had a friend from Israel who said some of the best fruits in Israel and around the world, they are grown on the mountain. But the natural eyes, because as Zambians, we are only used to seeing flat land like you are playing football.
No.
We don't know that we can actually use the mountains to grow the citrus trees, to grow all this. You see, the mindset of us Zambians, the mindset of us Africans is what I'm talking about, Dr. Reda. And this PAIN program, Poverty Eradicating Network, when we come together as a people, just members there, to say, Pastor Chiluba, Dr. Reda, Pastor Victoria, I'll join in this fight. It is non-political. It is not tribal. It is We should not be thinking always, where do you come from? I was saying this, Dr. Reda. If we can say, I've told a story how I got robbed in America in the hotel when I said I want avocado, and in the hotel, and they bring a small avocado. I'll never stop telling this story. You know, when I put on my bill, it was more than $10. A small thing. I almost told the waiter to say, please take it back. This thing, I buy it in Zambia, but you are spending $10 to just have the taste of that avocado. Now, like you said, we haven't gone to the value addition of the fruit. I said, if 70 million, like you said, Zambians, we grow 70 million, we have 56 billion fruits. Even if we say, okay, we will be selling it at 25 cents, which is unthinkable. We'll be selling one fruit at 25 cents. We'll still be getting $14 billion for this country, Dr. Reda. I don't understand why we should be going, kneeling and singing songs about IMF, World Bank, and all this. You see, the way my mind operates, doctor, it operates at another level.
Yeah, but also when I was counting how many the advantages of the avocados stories, I also missed some the agrotourism. This is what you have mentioned, that the avocado, as well as mango, as well as citrus, oranges, mandarin, whatever, can be grown not in a flat land, but also in the mountains. And what Italy, for example, for the olive, what they do, they plant on the mountains naturally like that, and they, in addition to the production, and in addition to the processing for olive oil, but also they make agrotourism. Agrotourism, which is another source of income for the nation.
Agrotourism.
Agrotourism. It's another source of income for the nation. And it is big. And of course it gives a lot of positive and a good reputation for the country. Apart from, you will see many people are coming to visit, to enjoy and to eat, and opening market, linking between the international countries and Zambia. It's a lot of advantages of this agrotourism. Plus that you can plant even in the mountain areas. It's not a problem. That's why the drip irrigation is there. Plus also that in Zambia you have the advantages of the rainfed season. Many countries they don't have this one. This advantages of the rainfed season. You have rains, you have rivers, you have wells. You have a lot of resources, as we always say. But all what we need is to start to use our resources efficiently, and it is not impossible.
Some people have started calling in the company that sells the same drip irrigation.
Okay.
It's working for some people. And each time we sit here, you and me, my wife and other experts, you see, thank God that God gave my wife and I to start this broadcast. This is birthed out of wanting to impact knowledge from all angles, And what is so painful, Professor Reda, is that African politicians, they like visiting Europe and they enjoy flying there. They don't get ideas. They just go there and enjoy with their families and get this. They don't look in their own countries. And a sense of shame to some politicians in Africa is not there. Somebody, I'll give you an example. I flew to Houston and I visited one of the modern hospitals in America, in Houston. And I was privileged to be with a boss there. I came back. When I was there, I asked, God is my witness, President Michael Chilufya Sata is in the grave, but from heaven is bearing witness. I asked those people if they can donate those machines to Zambia. And they said, oh yeah, Reverend, we can donate. This was a very sophisticated hospital in Houston, Texas. And they were getting rid of those machines. Where were they taking? You know where you come from, even in Egypt. You are always changing these things.
Of course.
But the machines that we have, when I go into certain hospitals and you say, this is a machine, they have to put you there, it looks like a coffin. And
I've been there.
oh my goodness. When I looked at that, I mentioned the President Sata because they gave me the details. And President Sata, may so rest in peace, he was Minister of Finance, Minister of Health.
Yeah.
I brought those details. I said, Your Honorable, I have begged this equipment. Why don't you bring them here? Full-fledged hospital, that if I wanted to build a hospital, I can bring some machines without paying a dime. But you know, those things never arrived during that time. But you find politicians, when they are sick, they know there will be a plane waiting for them, flying out their families, flying out their friends, flying. Why not improve UTH? Why not improve the clinics? Modernize it, you know. But when we are in the opposition, talking is so sweet, like you are coming to create another paradise on earth. Politician, Dr. REDA, all of them are the same. They are like the knees, you know. You can't tell the difference between the left knee and the right knee. And there are few people who have, you know, this passion for their nations. And I feel, Dr. REDA, the people who are joining this poverty eradication network, we can make it and we will make it. You're not going to fight somebody, you are not going to say something, just get into your field. I like what you said the other time. Even if there is COVID, nobody can stop you from eating.
No.
When there is COVID, nobody can stop you from going to your field.
No, of course no. But, you know, I want to take this chance and to ask the people who are watching us now to feel free to ask any question in agriculture, in avocado, of course, if they want. And I am here to answer any questions. It will come through the SMS or by live call, whatever. So
we'll be opening that in 10 minutes.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I am willing to answer any question in agriculture.
We'll be opening that. But you see, this year, you remember I called you in the morning that Dr. REDA, I want you to come with me to our small holding, because I don't want to be like people who have big land and they are still begging. It's like my friend, I think it's Billy Lubansa, who said, I don't know, one of these friends of mine, he said, Africa is like a man sitting on a golden stool and yet begging for money.
That's funny. That's funny.
Why not just get one leg of the stool and sell it for millions? You are sitting on a golden stool and you are still a beggar.
Yeah, we don't want to sit, we wanted to move.
Yeah.
And to move in our land. We wanted to dig our land, we wanted to till our land, we wanted to plant our land, we wanted to get the money from our land. This is what we want. And all what we want is under our feet. We have everything, like I said. I will not repeat again and again. And again we say, and maybe some people will get bored from that. We have all the resources. We have the land, we have the water, we have the weather condition, we have the people themselves. But only all what you need is to start to think that, okay, if I put these seeds, and you know what? God gives this in each seed. If you take the seed and sow the seed and put some water, it will germinate. You know what? If you put the seed, if you sow the seed, and if you are lazy to water this seed or to irrigate this seed, the rains will do this. Because God will see that this man is lazy, so he gives you the water, he will water these seeds, and the seeds still will germinate again. Meaning, look around you, look under your feet, you will find the plants everywhere. And let me tell you this information. Sometimes us as a specialist in agriculture also, sometimes we are fed up of those weeds. You know those weeds who come with the main crop? Because usually if we are planting soybean, for example, we have to spray herbicides or weed killers for those who are coming to compete with our soya, because this is the main crop. And any other crop come with the soybean, for example, we consider it as a weed. So we need to eradicate. But what we don't know that those weeds, and it was surprised, you know that weed that they call it blackjack. You know that weed that when you go in any field,
it holds your trouser and what?
I'm asking every one of you, and I'm sure that every one of you has a phone, Android or something, or iPhone. Go to Google and write the benefits of blackjack weed. Just write this.
And the benefits of blackjack.
And you will tell me now. It's something, you know, you cannot believe. Look at the benefits. Look what you can use from this one that we consider as a weed, and it comes, you know, by nature. No one planted, and no one even take care, no fertilizer, nothing. It gives us headaches. But just to give you an example, very little example, you can use it for a lot of benefits. Look at the medical benefits of this, the health benefits of this, the nutritional benefits of this. It's amazing. And I can give you every time I can give you a little example. You will be surprised. And
in
please
fact,
share this surprise with me.
Here, Dr. REDA, I'm just on it. It says blackjack as collection of various antioxidants. And the major ones include beta, whatever, vitamin C, E, whatever, besides conducting these things, it keeps the immune system very strong. The same.
Look at the gift that Allah or God gives us.
It keeps the immunity.
And what we want, we are doing our level best to eradicate.
And it says, I like this. It allows the body to quickly dictate and destroy cancer cells.
Read, there is a lot of benefits.
The same
blackjack that when you cross the maize field, you get out of the maize field, and all your clothes, you become like a Chinese ninja. You know, it's something that
you know.
It's funny. Because Allah has given us a lot of gifts around us that we think, no, it's not good, it's we have to eradicate, we have to...
You know what? Until tonight, that's one of the weed I don't like, because it messes up my trousers.
I'm sure that you won't like it anymore.
I'll be sleeping in it once I go in the field.
See?
To just know that it keeps the immune system
and you can
very
make
strong.
You can make tea from the leaves and look at
allowing the... I don't know how you call it, but let me educate the members.
Please.
You know, I need to educate the members. I don't know these but in Bemba, what blackjack is talking about, nikasokopio. Ilia nikasokopio ikata kumatoloshi. Those of you say kasokopio.
Yes.
Say it.
Sikopio. Sakopio. So it's a teaching, eh?
No.
Say it one time again.
Kasokopio. Kasokopio.
Kasokopio.
You know you are. Kasokopio.
Okay.
That's blackjack.
Kasokopio.
And you can imagine, you have made my night.
I'm kidding you.
You see, just the many benefits I'm seeing here, but to keep the immune system very strong, allowing the body to quickly detect and destroy cancer cells. How many people are in the cancer hospital? If we had this information, that plant would not have been seen by now.
Do you know what does it mean, the immunity system to be strong? It means you will not have a disease. Very simple like that. Any type of
So
disease.
you can make tea from the leaves.
Yes, you read. You read. Everyone, you know, what I can just share with you. Instead of watching those advertisements here and there, please read. Read. Go to the Google. Mr. Google is available there. And write this. And start to read. And start to use it. You know, this is literally, I mean, use your time efficiently. This is what we need. Use your land efficiently. Use your irrigation efficiently.
Can I ask, now that I've known about this blackjack, can I grow it? Or it's just natural?
You don't need to grow it. In fact, we are spending, if I can tell you, Zambia.
I'm asking this
Zambia.
For the sake of my people out there, can I grow it? Because if I find it like this,
it is everywhere.
I know it's everywhere, but I'm saying, can I have a farm of 10 hectares of blackjack?
And it is zero cost.
What?
It is zero cost. You don't pay anything because all the seeds is grown by nature. It's something that has been given by God. It's not.
It has seeds, those things.
Do you know how much Zambia and other countries spend to eradicate this type of weeds every season? Let me give you one example. If I'm talking about 1 hectare, 1 hectare of land, we spend like 5 to 10,000 to eradicate this weed seasonally.
Every year?
Every year.
In the farms?
In the farm. So meaning we buy weed killers to spray. It costs us machine to spray, fuel, operators, and the chemicals itself. Plus, these chemicals, it pollute the environment. So, 5
and also
items for expenses too.
And you also use labor for the people to go through the field.
Of course, if you don't spray the herbicides or the weed killer, you need to go with labor to eradicate this one.
Do the hospitals know that blackjack can boost the immunity, enhance vitamin C, vitamin A? Do the people, I mean, the medical world know?
I'm sure maybe the Faculty of Medicine or Pharmacy, they pharmacology, I think they supposed to be aware about that. And it is only one. We have plenty of this type of weeds that is growing naturally in Zambia and in Egypt and in everywhere, and we are spending a lot of money just to eradicate it, while it has a lot of benefits.
You know, I was jokingly telling one of my church members about the millipede, that chongololo. You know, there were a lot of them at the yard, in the yard. I said, you know what? I'm sure the reason why we have these millipedes, God gave them to us in Africa. I don't see them in Europe. It's for a purpose. Probably they are edible, and once you eat, it can cure some sicknesses. But
I don't know.
I'm just saying
yes.
that everything that God has given us naturally, it makes sense.
For sure.
You just have to.
For the balance.
Whoever knew that blackjack can detect cancer, can destroy cancer, you don't have to go through chemo. You know, once you understand this scientific knowledge you have brought.
I can surprise you every time we come with one weed, and you will see.
Oh. We are going to pause for a moment for the director to give the people the drip irrigation with rain grow. I always say that please don't let this year pass again. If you have a field, even for 1 acre, for 2 hectares, for 3 hectares, you know God can use you. One of the things, Dr. REDA, I can tell you, my wife and I, we have this, we always want somebody to benefit. All these people that work for Camnet Television, our prayer to God is that one day we may give them some land from here as a gift. And all the boys who are playing football, give them 1 acre, 2 acres each, because these people were born for greatness. Then you come and teach them, so that even when they've stopped working for Camnet TV, they've stopped playing football, they can generate the money without them retiring like riffraffs. I don't like people going down like that, you know. So to have this rainy grow drip, and Zambians right now, we have told them you can use it between 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, this type of materials, quality materials, it can remain for a minimum 5 years, but it can go for 10 even.
We visited one farm with my wife along Kafue Road.
Okay.
We found them rolling the drip irrigation. They look like plastic, so I'm sure those they were made in Eastern Province. I don't know. They were looking like plastic tubes. And I said, how long have you used them? He says, 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
2 seasons is
You are
very little, of course.
losing the money.
Even the money is, yeah. This means that they are eating the capital for nothing.
Absolutely.
No, this one, these materials, the minimum guaranteed is 5 years. It's 5 years.
Mr. Director, give us the rain grow advert for just to repeat it. I would like the people to know about this drip irrigation. And it's going fast. Please visit the company. When Dr. REDA and I sit here together with my wife and we bring something to you, we love you. Team Camnet, every one of you watches Camnet Television. This is not just another channel. You were born for greatness. You've heard about blackjack. Tomorrow I'll be looking for the same blackjack for a cup of tea. Do I have to? I wanted to ask.
The leaves, yeah.
It's only the leaves.
You know,
but not those things
no,
which stick to
those
them.
are the seeds that you wanted to grow.
You
know, this,
are those the seeds?
Yeah, those are the seeds that you were asking to grow. And because Allah knows that we don't think well, it seems that. So He put something, in this plant, in that seeds, to be naturally distributed by us, by animals, but whatever. So it catch you in your clothes. So when you move from one place to place, it drops.
And you go, you remove.
You remove here and
you
here.
Are planting.
So you are planting. You are distributing them. So meaning you are doing the job while you don't know.
I'm telling you. May the Lord bless you. Mr. Director, please give us the advert about the rain glow. You people that are watching this television, let's go there. Call them tomorrow morning. Let's have this thing. Zambia, you are blessed. And those of you watching, you were born for greatness. We'll see you on the other side. The phone lines will be open and you can call Dr. REDA. You can ask or contribute. How can we eradicate poverty? We'll see you after the break.
Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, We aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. RenGlow, your smart irrigation partner. Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. RenGlow, your smart irrigation partner. Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. RenGlow, your smart irrigation partner.
There you have it, dear Camne TV viewers. RenGlow. Get the drip irrigation. You may just go there to just get a bore or two and keep them. Because as the demand is coming all the time, you may just discover that you run out of stock. So make sure that you go there and it will be good for you. RenGlow is the way to go. You know, I feel like closing the show. The reason being, I want to go and start looking for blackjack. I want to start going. You know, God is an amazing God. Just in a plant like that, and you find your healing. It's so amazing.
Yeah, God has no similar, all the holy books say.
Oh God.
Yeah, so He knows exactly what is good for us. That's why He sent it for us.
I want to ask my producer to give me the adverts. The other thing that you don't want to miss on are the Irish potatoes now. If you get into Irish potatoes, we'll talk about it with Dr. REDA now, but in the next 5 minutes, the lines will be open. I said the lines are open. Let's discuss together. We can and we shall eliminate poverty out of Zambia. And instead of having 10% rich, 90% poor, we can change that. 90% rich, 10% poor. That is poverty eradication, because all of us will be having enough food to give somebody, a beggar and whatever. We are going to go for our children, those that are in orphanages and whatever. People of God, we can and we will. Dr. REDA, about the Irish potatoes, is the market saturated?
Irish potatoes, the market demand is very high, very much high. And to the level, I can tell you that I am sure that you are aware that the government has opened the export, the import from wherever, because the market demand is high. The local market demand is high. But my dream again in this crop, not only to cover the local market, but also to export. And we have done this last season. We have produced potatoes. We have sent it to the local market, but also we processed these potatoes from in the packing house until it is packed with a very nice packaging, and we wrote even on this one, proudly Zambian.
Really?
And it has been exported. You know, this was an example that we can make it, and we have
Yeah.
done it last season. That last month I was very much busy, as you know,
Yeah.
for harvesting the production of soybean, and also we still have even the maize we are about to we need to harvest. But also I was in a hurry to start planting potatoes.
Yeah.
Because last season, me, I'm a researcher, I have tried my level best to test every month
Yeah.
what could be the best planting date. And as the Zambia-Egypt joint farm here, we also work like a research institute, like a school.
Yeah.
So meaning we have done some experiments over there in the farm, and we have planted almost in each month, but we come out with this result that I'm gonna to say now on Camnet TV.
Yeah.
And this result has costed us money. The results that I'm gonna to share with you has costed us money, but it's available now through Camnet TV for all Zambian people,
Yeah.
farmers who are like to or who are interested to go into the Irish potatoes. You can plant Irish potatoes. By the way, it is not Irish potatoes, but we call it Irish potatoes only to distinguish between
Yeah,
the
yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
but you can plant potatoes starting from the end of March or April or May, June, July, and you stop. The best. Some people continue after July, but again you will face the problems of the rains, where you will have a lot of loss, a lot of damages, and maybe you lose. If you are insisting, there are other non-traditional solutions that we can tell you, but I don't advise you to go there. So March, end of March, April, May, June, July, any time of those months that you can plant your Irish potatoes. As we have planted in last of April, so now it's about 33, 34 days, and maybe we will have some photos to show. But also, for you need to start to look for the variety that you are looking for, because the variety, if you are looking for fresh consumption, or you will process your potatoes or what. So planting Irish potatoes is very easy, and it can be planted either alone or in between any type of fruit trees as intercropping, like avocado, for example. And it takes from 3 months up to 120 days. It depends on the variety. The best soil for the Irish potatoes is the light soil, and of course if it is sandy it will be even more nice, because the tubers will be big and also clean.
If it's in where?
Sandy soil.
Sandy soil.
But the light soil is okay. Clay soil also is okay. And like I said, the time is 90 days up to 120 days based on the variety that you are planting. Also, there are some technical aspects that we can talk about into more details if someone asks. Or there are also some lectures or presentations for me. They are available online. Anyone is interested, he can go through those, and he will see all the details. I have also developed a calendar for those who wanted to plant Irish potatoes. So from day one up to the harvesting time, what to do every 5 days, to do this, to do this, to do this, and this management is either for fertilizing or irrigating or
Question,
pest
Dr.
control.
Reda.
The cost of
Question.
yes.
You see, these are some of the things that we say we need to look at: the immediate, the medium, and the long-term
Yes.
plans.
Yes. Do you remember?
So,
yes.
instead of looking at avocado, which is long term.
Yes.
These are some of the things that we can look
Exactly.
at. Is it profitable to plant
Yes.
Irish potatoes?
Yeah, I can tell you the minimum net profit.
Yeah.
The minimum net profit will be $2,000 per hectare, and this is the minimum.
Minimum
Minimum.
$2,000.
Yes, and I'm saying
hectare.
net profit, meaning after the whole expense that you paid, you will have net profit like $2,000 per hectare.
When we go to Mukush, Dr. Reda, because Mukush is a very good area there.
We are planting their potatoes also.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yes.
But when we go to Mukush, we should go and isolate certain farms, because these people are joining through CAMNET. I want us to be able to, like, where we'll be planting, donating trees, and the people will be visiting. We want to start getting data for the nation to see that here was the ground and this is where we are to commercial farming. Because here you are, Dr. Reda, you are saying, the time I came with my son at your farm,
yes,
Michael.
We were making land preparation. It was last season.
Yeah, you were just making the
land preparation.
Land preparation.
And those machines, those ones I have done.
You manufactured them,
yes.
And they can be bought right here.
Yeah.
And you can manufacture for other farms. This is why
it is we have done it in Zambia.
This is why I want to expose the CAMNET TV viewers. You see, one of the things, Dr. Reda, why this channel is not just another channel. I don't want somebody to sit there just watching things that will destroy the brain cells.
No.
But if we can provoke somebody to say you can make it, surely minimum, after all is said and done, minimum profit is $2,000 per hectare.
Yeah.
Can we find the market locally here?
Yes, it is. Indeed, it is available. Because usually now what we are doing, we are contracting. Now, I'm sure most of Zambians knows about the big person for the potatoes.
Yeah.
But us, we want not to monopolize the market. We need most of the Zambians to diversify their production and their activities.
Absolutely.
So meaning I cannot give this production for a specific person or a specific company only. But if you have diversify those numbers of companies or people who are working in this activity, this for sure will give more stability to the market. And of course to guarantee the income stability for the farmers also. So you contract now. There are people who are contracting you. So meaning whatever you will produce, it will be bought. You just deliver. You produce, it is delivered.
Mr. Director, please show us those photos. As we are talking, the lines are now open. Please feel free.
Yes,
what are those?
These are the potatoes you can see.
And when did you plant? There's Dr. Reda planting.
Yes, 28th of April.
April, this year?
Yes, this April, yes.
And they are like that?
Yeah, it means 28th means what? 1 month and 4 days? 4 days, so 34 as I said. 34. You can see now the growth. And by the way, up to now we didn't spray anything. We didn't add, all after the land preparation, after we have put the fertilizer in the beginning while we are preparing our land, and this is what we have done up to now.
Thank you, Mr. Director.
You can see the money is under your feet.
Now, why were you leaving so much space between those furrows? Why?
It is
because of the machines when you are coming to harvest?
This is one, but also, don't forget that potatoes is a tubers. So it goes underground. So meaning you need to build the lines so that you can get more tubers.
Okay.
Then when you harvest, you need to harvest with machines or also when you are planting now, and I'm sure that in the next planting dates we will use the machines for planting, so the planter. So the distance is very important for the potatoes. In fact, you can decide what type of how much you want to produce while you are making your land preparation. This is the secret in the potatoes.
You can decide to do that?
Yes, you decide when you are making your land preparation what is my production, what I want. I want it 10 ton per hectare, 15, 20, 30, 50 ton per hectare, so whatever you want. So that land preparation is a main factor for the Irish potatoes. Yeah.
Let me see if, like I said, phone calls. You can make phone calls. The lines are open. You can give us the text, Mr. Director, if they are there, so that we can accommodate so many people before they say, Pastor, I was trying to call you and I didn't get through. This is a problem that we have. So is the local market bigger to satisfy?
Very much bigger.
It's bigger.
Very much bigger, yes.
Because I just know people like chicken and chips and all this. And sometimes it becomes difficult. Hello?
Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Permanently blessed. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Joachim Mambo. I'm calling from Peter.
You are who?
I'm Joachim Mambo, calling from Peter.
Joachim Mambwe from Umpika.
Mambo Joachim.
Yes. Mambwe Joachim from Umpika.
Yes.
Please go ahead and ask the question or contribute.
Yes.
Please reduce the volume on your set so that when we talk to you, we just go direct. Don't listen to the TV, listen to us. Reduce the volume or go in another room so that we can talk to each other. Eh? Okay, Mr.
I'm listening to voices. I'm listening to your voice. I don't know that from the TV.
There is a feedback, sir. Joachim, there is a feedback. We can hear it from you. If you reduce the volume, then you hear. Okay, say what you have to say, Joachim. You see that delay and the feedback. Okay, Mr. Director, thank you. You see, dear callers, if you want to contribute, I've always said this, if you want to contribute, once you are through to Camnet TV, reduce the volume. Even us in the studio, we've got the screen, we are watching like you, but should I put the volume here? You are not going to enjoy it. It feels like this. I've always demonstrated, if I put and I want to listen to myself, have you heard it? So each time you are talking, that feeling is not good. Reduce the volume. Let's just talk one-on-one. Each time you are addressing a TV person or radio, reduce the volume, then we will be going neck to neck. Thank you so much. Mr. Director, another phone call or just a text message so that we can attend to people. Now I know that the people who want to be blessed, greetings to you, and it is great listening to the program. I would like to find out about the following. How does one become a member of PEN? Do you provide avocado seedlings to your members, and how is it? Thanks a lot, and God bless you, Joseph Sholoshi in Indola. Keep the text there, Mr. Director. I want to answer while that text is still there. Okay, there. Okay. Good evening, Pastor Chiloban, the guest. Nice program. What type of fertilizer does one apply to avocado trees? Okay. Remove those two text messages, Mr. Director. Dr. Reda and I will answer the first one and remember what type of fertilizer.
That's okay.
Okay. How do you become a PEN member? You have to get to us by way of registering yourself and sending the text message on excuse me 0962965883, the number which is just here. This number, if you phone and say you are Joseph from Mundola, you would like to be a member of the poverty eradication, you are home to go. And also, do we distribute avocado seeds to our members? No, we don't. We encourage our members to buy avocado when they eat and enjoy it, get the seed, put it in the ground, and these are some of the things we'll be talking about when we visit you. So, what type of fertilizer, Dr. Reda?
Yeah, for the avocado fertilizer, it depends on the type of planting that you want. If you want to be organic from the beginning, then you have the seedling, you will have your manure or any type of manure, animal manure, chicken manure, whatever manure you have, or compost. Then you mix all together. Then you prepare your the hole, which is 40 by 40 by 40. Then you start mixing all together, all this component together. You put your seeds, and for sure we will next time maybe, or when we visit, we will show how to plant the seedling. Once you plant, you irrigate. After irrigation, of course, you continue irrigation, and then if you want to go for the as an organic, of course, there are alternatives for all the chemical fertilizers. If you want to go as a conventional, so meaning with this manure or compost that you are going to add for the fertilizer, you can also add the decompound and lime. Then you mix all together and you put in the hole, and then you plant your seedling, and then you irrigate. After that, of course, with each in the first 2 years of the seedling after planting, there is a program of fertilizer, and with each year after that, there is a specific program of fertilizer. Of course, I can tell you, but I don't know if you will be able to just write after me now, because it's a fertilizer program, which you have to add ground application and foliar application. But the minimum, because we don't want it to cost you too much.
For me, Dr. Reda, you've seen all these avocado we've planted at church?
Yes.
We just got the seeds with my wife and planted them, started watering them. Have you seen where you like parking the car that the fruits have started coming up?
I took photo today.
You took photo?
Of course,
And they are so healthy
yeah,
that I just want them natural and organic.
Yes.
And it's very good. You can even... Can someone apply chicken manure?
Of course. You
can mix it.
Any type of manure, but if you apply animal manure, the amount will be bigger than the chicken manure. So chicken manure, you reduce the quantities that you are adding.
There is this...
and you mix it with soil, of course.
This is from Agri Piri. And it says, good evening, Dad. Which variety are you interested in? You see, there are two types of varieties. There is the natural ones and the, what's this?
Varieties of avocado?
Yeah.
Avocado has been
grafted.
varieties.
Let's pick up the
avocado,
this, doctor.
Okay.
You answer to that. Yeah. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, and how are you, sir?
Permanently blessed. What's your name and where you calling us from? You are so clear.
Sange Richard
Richard who?
in Sorese, Chisange.
Chisange.
Yes, sir.
Richard, please contribute to the nation.
Now more with Valley Londora. Now Londora, we know. Then the 500 Krachi. Abantu bagina aboneka pamlandu wakanokusambira namukanokwishyira.
Absolutely.
Nomba ito balelondora bapata kirubana timu yabo baleta meje cyabo, especially in Kunokusore from land in quite nomba amano ya biwofya shikwete
But Richard,
namuno kusambira ito baleta so ndefwaya ukuba tachi abapasta kiruba kwanyesambire vingi kwati ushikubumbi kapsida pondeika papulani lingwani ameishi lingwani
sure.
ishanele bekalempea no pamulandu wakano ukishakia kukiwosha ndechula
Okay,
ndefwaya
Richard.
I want to learn more.
But Richard, before you hang, mwakwata landi ilishani.
One year ago, which are 150 hectares.
50 hectares.
Okay.
Okay, what you do, Richard, mune mbeleko phone, apapene natural land. Vambi, ababene natural velenga va agri, vatumile pali yo ine 965883. And mulembe fye, ukwevati ninevo Richard Chisange from Solwezi. Elo mulembe fye adinam kwata 50 hectares because ukufuma kumukushi, I am sure Solwezi has been very good to us and we have more viewers. From Mukushi, we will tell you the date we are coming to Solwezi.
Okay.
Dr. Reda, my wife and I, na team yes, tukavamu Solwezi, kumaka ya kualesa, mfuilo kumimona va Richard. Na mwamfa fyama advert yambo kuya Camnet team visiting Solwezi, make it a point, tukese kumada.
Yes, sir.
Because ababa doctor aba be able to kwete ama experts who don't appear in pano. We are coming, we want to eradicate poverty. Imwe yolandi mukwete. Let me interpret, Dr. Reda, you are not hearing. Mr. Richard Chisange has 50 hectares of land. He says his farm has got water. It's got 50 hectares. And listening to us, he says he doesn't know how to use it.
You have water?
It has got water there. You have a stream, Sange. Now, Mukwata menshi mu farm.
Yes, the water is there.
You see?
So what are you waiting for? We are coming.
Okay, ngatwaisa kusolwezi. Mulembe chefye mutwebe so that tukachite minimize
Land and water.
tukachite minimize farms to visit and the people to talk to. Tatulefo kwisa kwa 90 years mu Solwezi. So ngatwaisa, yeah. So give me the details. Thank you.
You can like it. You can like it.
In I'm on duty. I can't write. There are so many we are receiving here.
Okay.
That give me your names, the size of the land and the town where you are in Solwezi.
Okay. Thank you. I'll do so.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, Pastor. We are Mr. and Mrs. Mumbai in Mansa. we would like to join the avocado and potato growing. And this is Mr. and Mrs. Mumba. Mr. Director, also give us some of the people sending the text there. I want to be a member. I've land in Silver Rest, just here in Lusaka. And in Rufunsa, my name is Wilfred Sakala. And, okay, Wilfred Sakala, I've got this. You see what Sangeva Richard, these people, once you just write and say, Pastor, I've got this, we'll be able to pick it up. And Mr. Director, give us also the text you are receiving there. I want to be a member of Poverty Eradication Program. Let's also pick up there.
Yeah.
Evening, Pastor and Dr. REDA. Is it possible to grow grapes in Zambia? Also apples.
Yes.
Let him answer that.
The answer is one word. Yes. You can.
Okay. When you see the
You come to
grapes
see
this man
our
has
grape.
grown,
We have grape. But I can tell you there are also some other provinces here in Zambia that you can plant grapes and most of the types of the deciduous fruits. Deciduous fruits means grapes, peach, apricot, apple,
apples.
bears. We have bears in Mumbai, in Zambia, Egypt, in Mumbai. Most of those deciduous fruits, a plum, you can plant. Yes.
Some time back,
There is
3-4 years.
One question before we go. That one who was asking about the varieties of the avocado.
Okay.
There is the Hass, the Forte, the Tina, and there are others, many other varieties. And also there are other types of fruit stocks. But for the most common varieties that is very famous, Hass and Forte. And usually both of those two varieties, they are planted together. It is preferred to plant those two varieties together due to the pollination issues. Because there are some, one phenomena also in the avocado I wish to share with you, that there is a male and a female flowers. Male and female flowers. For example, one variety, the male flowers produce the pollen grains in the morning, while the same variety, the female is ready in the evening. So, meaning the male and the female will not meet together at the proper time. So when you plant the other variety, Forte for example, it's opposite. So the female is ready in the morning, the male is ready evening. So this male meets this female from here, this male meets this female from here. That's how you increase your production. And the number of fruits that we were fighting, me and Pastor, for 700 or 800 or 2,000.
Okay, good evening, Pastor Chiluba and Dr. REDA. I would like to find out the avocado training program. Do you also train on how to graft? Secondly, if you plant over 100 seeds, where do you get the stems for grafting, especially Hass avocado?
The scion, you mean? The
scion
scion for grafting, either for Hass or Forte or whatever varieties, they are available here in Zambia, and there are many nurseries that they have this. As also there are some orchards for avocado that sell these scions. It is available. Once you want, you can order and we can make it available for you. It's not a problem. Concerning the other question was the first question for this. It was what? Because I forgot.
I wanted to ask you.
Okay,
then,
ask.
Now it has also, because of the variety,
Yes.
I'm sure if I can find it here, I don't know whether it came through my director there, but absolutely it's difficult. Let me see if this is the one that I got.
Yeah, the question I remember now. It was about grafting.
Oh, I would like to find
are we
about
offering grafting?
the training.
Yes, we can offer it. It's
Yeah,
very
because when we go to Mukushi, and Solwezi, we are going to do those things at once, isn't it?
It is available. Also, we can organize a program through Camnet TV for training.
Yeah.
And anyone who is interested, he can join. We can make this pastor also for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a problem.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Director, give us one text from there. Good evening, Dad. I know that the grace of God is keeping you. Dad, I'm very happy with this program. I agree with you, Dad. Zambia is not a poor country. One makes Zambia to be poor because of lack of knowledge. In the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Dad, I love farming. I stopped working. I stopped working as a cleaner because I was wasting my time. Now, here is my problem. I have a garden of 8,000 plants of cabbage. Now I'm just using a shallow well and having a problem of watering my plants. Please, ma'am, and Dad, I'm kindly asking if you can help me with a water pump. It's a genuine one. But I pray that some people are watching, that they can come to your rescue, my brother, and donate a water pump. And may God bless you. Because as Camnet, you people, if you don't bless us, even to pay for this electricity to run the program, I can tell you that the grace of God is sufficient. But we need your help financially. We need you to keep us on air. So for me to say that I can buy a water pump, the water pump, I'm not limiting God. God can. I'm simply saying as at now, it's a little bit difficult. But may God help you through other people that are also watching. Pastor, I'm Joseph. Okay, this is Joseph. I've received, Joseph, your text message. Okay, I've received it, and good evening, Pastor. I and my family want to join Camnet family in farming. We have land 9 hectares. There is dry and dambo land. We are in Kalilo in Chingola. They have 9 hectares. There is dry and dambo land. Can it be used?
But we need to find the source of water. If the source of water is available, it can.
There's a lot of water, it seems. Good evening, Pastor Chiluba. Thank you for the wonderful program. I have 5 hectares of land and I want to be a member of PAIN. I am Andrew Tembo, and he is in Chilamombwe, Mr. Andrew Tembo. Okay, and good evening, Mwewa Fiashi, Pastor Chiluba, greetings. I'm a teacher at Impetauke Girls Boarding in Katete. I want to join poverty eradication in Zambia. I'm an agronomist. We need this man.
Yeah, of course.
An agronomist. I grow fruit seedlings. When are you going to make a program for the people in Eastern Province? This is Gangwa Mukuka Anthony. He's an agronomist. Gangwa Anthony Mukuka, I've got your details, my brother. Let's pick up the call. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Permanently blessed. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, I'm calling from Chilubi Island.
From where?
Chilubi Island.
Chilubi.
Yes.
Have you been to Chilubi, Dr. Red?
No.
You are not. You are missing Zambia. What's your name?
Yes.
Shanzoa.
Huh?
Hello?
What's your name?
Shanzoa.
Shanzua.
Yes.
Please go ahead and contribute to the nation.
Yeah, I have a question on the road.
On what?
On the potato growing.
Potato growing.
Okay, please.
Yes. What is the best
What's the best
The best
irrigation to use?
Drip irrigation system, of course.
Sorry?
Drip irrigation system.
irrigation.
Drip irrigation
Is
system.
it farm irrigation as well as just the farm? If farm irrigation, we can just use the fruit, use the market. Which one would be your advice?
Can you come again, because I didn't.
We were not hearing. You say what?
I'm saying
Yes.
which type of irrigation can you advise us who are just beginning growing?
The irrigation system that
To those who
Yeah.
are.
Irrigation or using the bucket, you are just sprinkling water or using
back at
barrels.
Okay, he's saying, Mr. Shanzua is saying, two people are just beginning.
Mhm.
They don't have the money to buy the drip.
Okay.
They don't have probably the money to buy the hose pipe.
Okay.
And can they water using buckets? What is
now,
your recommendation?
now it depends on the area that you want to plant. Is it a small garden? Because for the small garden, yes, you can use the buckets, the cans to irrigate is not a problem. If it is hectares, for example, 1 hectare, then you need drip irrigation. It's better. If you don't have drip irrigation, which is for me, even it is more cheaper than any type of other irrigation, because once you get if you have a borehole and then this water tank with this tower, you will install the drip irrigation. It will come with gravity. You will not need even energy to start using this. All the energy that you will need is only for pumping the water from the borehole to the tank, and then the water will come by gravity to the garden or the 1 hectares, for example, you are irrigating with drip. Why I'm saying drip? Because you will save energy, you will save the water, but also you will save a lot of efforts, because if you see, if you remember the photo that I have shown here, we are irrigating with center pivots, because this is like 10 hectares. So the center pivots usually make the soil rooted. So we need to rebuild the lines, the ridges every time. But with drip irrigation, once you stabilize, you put your drip, it's okay, it's over. It's only one time. From the land preparation, you will not move your ridge or your line. So you save a lot
until harvest.
Until harvesting. And
with
the production will be even more.
With the type of irrigation you do, what center pivot? You use a lot of water, isn't it?
Of course.
Unlike drip.
Of course, yeah. The drip use less water than the center pivot, than the sprinklers and other type of irrigation, of course. Yeah. So that's why.
Have you heard Mr. Shanzua?
Yeah, and also when you use drip, you.
Another question.
Yeah.
If you will put
Okay.
Okay.
What did
during the rain season?
he says? Can you plant during the rain season?
If you remember, I have mentioned this. I already answered your question, because I have advised the end of March, April, May, June, July. Then you don't plant after July, because if you plant after July, you will come. Your production will be in the rain-fed season. When the rains come, remember that potato is a tubers underground. So with this heavy rains, it will be rotted, then it will be rejected. Then you will lose. That's why I advise every Zambian now. The July is the last planting date for the potatoes. For the drip again, using the drip will make you. You will less the money that you are spending to eradicate the weeds also, because you are irrigating in the spot, so you don't spend too much water, and consequently there will not be too much weeds coming in your or weed infestation in your land.
Thank you, Mr. Shanzua.
Thank you so much.
You are our last caller and last text messages. Maybe there are those that have come through you, Mr. Director. Let me just read this few and then we close, because we are in news time. I want to be a member of poverty eradication program. I have 10, please forgive me. You know, I just use this for decorations most of the time. I have 10 hectares land in Kalulushi with a river. I want to be part of the potato avocado training program.
Interesting.
This is interesting. And there is this one. Thanks for this powerful program. We want to be part of it, Pastor. This is Pastor Musonda of Chingola. Man of God, we hear you. When are you coming to Kitwe, Pastor Musonda of Chingola? Okay. Pastor Musonda will definitely come. I even spoke to Pastor Jerry Kufuna, Bishop Jerry Kufuna. If you know him, contact him. I spoke to him about our visiting Chingola. And it seems like the hall or the venue has not been found. Good evening, Pastor Chiluba and Dr. REDA. If I want to plant a hectare of avocado plants, what is the recommended spacing
7
for
by
each
3.
plant?
7 by 3, so it's about 400 and something.
7 by 3.
7 by 3 or 6 by 4, as you like.
This is the coming
May
from...
I prefer 6 by 4? It will be 400 something, yes, seedling per hectare. And this will allow you to easily access with machines, and also you can use this distance between the trees for intercropping.
This is Kriska Pembe from Kalumbila. Okay. Good evening, Pastor. Kindly include us in the poverty eradication group. Thank you. This is Musieche. The Musieche family, we thank you and God bless you. Good evening, Pastor and Dr. REDA. I live in Samfia and I've learned about 67 hectares. I am a widow. I want to do wonders to this land. I want to join the team. This is from Mary Kamoto Muyembe. Madam Mary, we have taken note of that, and let me read this one. Good evening, Pastor and Dr. REDA Ndefwaya Ukuba Ndefwaya. Oh, Ndefo kupepa na imwe. Okay, Mayo. Tata, I've got this. I'll call you soon after the program. And those of you that are saying you've got questions that you want to ask, use that number 965-883, the one in the corner. If this one, I've said, if you use this number, you are going to, even after the program, I'll take it home, I'll go through, we can ask you and we can chat together. But Mr. Director, give me 5 questions from the people who have come through the network so that I don't disadvantage them, then we can call it a night. Just 5 messages. Is the rainbow found in Kitwe? No, it's not found in Kitwe. You can only get it here in Lusaka. If so, where about? Or in Lusaka. Okay, another one, sir. Another text message. Good evening, Pastor Chilu and Dr. REDA. My name is Joachim Mambwe. I cleared 3 limas and need seedlings for avocado. How much is one? Just buy the avocado, and you know this is very simple. But what's a lima, Doctor?
If you wanted to buy, I can tell you the price in the market is ranging from 50 kwacha to 120 kwacha, depending on the variety that you want and depending on the availability and the type of seedling. But anyway,
thank you, Mr. Director.
One lima means 1 hectare is 4 lima. Okay, so if we said 6 by 4, meaning you need like 400 something seedling. So if lima is 100 something, so I think is the best to follow the advice of the pastor. For example, if you start planting your seeds You don't need to buy. You don't need. You will save this capital that you will spend on the seedling to yourself. So start buy those seeds from wherever you can, or then plant those seeds. In 1 month, you will see the seedling coming. In 2 months, 3 months, you can make the grafting. So you save this money. But if you want to buy, there are some other nurseries that are available and they sell. So the range will be from, like I said, from 50, 70, 100, 120. So you can follow this.
Okay, we're going to come to the close of this program. Let me say something from my heart. As Dr. Reda says, imagine we planted 70 million avocados in Zambia. Imagine we planted 100 million mangoes, because all of us this coming season, all those seeds, when you eat the mango, please keep the seeds. All those seeds, we can do 300 million in Zambia, 300 million trees. You know what you are doing? We plant them in all villages and everywhere. Imagine when China or Russia and America start fighting. Let's leave the towns for them.
Yes.
Let's go in the bush. You'll be sustained. You'll find fruits there. You'll find the mangoes.
Avocado and everything.
You live on avocados.
Your potatoes under your feet.
Until they size each other and finish themselves. You'll be feeding on avocados.
That's true.
May God richly bless you
Amen.
and keep you. Thank you, Dr. Reda.
Thank you.
We have to go ahead and make preparations.
Inshallah.
Mukushi, we will announce the date, and also Solwezi. From Mukushi, the people of Solwezi, it's been long and we love you so much. You've been there for us. We will be there.
Inshallah.
On behalf of my wife, the CEO of this great television station, on behalf of the crew members that work day and night, on behalf of all our members of staff, and also the church leadership, Healing Word Ministries. Without you, men and women, I want you to know my wife and I would not be sitting here. You are champions of grace. And of course to you, Camnet TV viewers, may the Lord bless you. We can make it. Just become a member of this program, Poverty Eradication Network. Let's create a network in the whole Zambia, and may God richly bless you. It's news time. Remember, Rain Glow, you hear these adverts coming through after the news, before the news. Get that and contact them. From Dr. Reda and myself, we can simply say, keep watching Camnet TV, because Camnet TV is not just another channel. Bye-bye.